Hello and welcome. Today we're just going to do a shave test on this rather nice razor. I ain't done much to it though, because I figure I might keep this one, but I'm a bit sort of well, my decision is not final, let's put it that way. See how it shaves. I think it's got a little bit more to give on the edge. It's a Thomas Turner & Co. Cutlers to His Majesty, Sheffield, and on it says special hollow ground. See, when it says hollow ground, when it's an old Sheffield, it don't generally mean what you might think in like sort of modern terms, because it's a quarter hollow basically. Heading towards maybe a half hollow, but it's definitely not, you know, what you'd call a hollow grind really. You know, it's almost sort of near wedge territory to me. But Thomas Turner, they're a really good make, Sheffield maker. We're going for a good while. I've got nothing but good words to say about them really. Every single razor I've ever had's been sort of top notch. It's got old scales that have got some damage around the pivot pin and stuff. I don't know whether you're picking that up. There, somewhere there. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to it. It's almost like it's kind of melted a bit, or I don't know. But either way, it gives me an opportunity to put some nice scales on it. And at the moment, I'm thinking I've got some horn and stuff, but I've not finalised that yet. There you go. There's the etching. It's come up good there. The old stamp's kind of nice and clean as well. Like I said, I ain't really done nothing to this. So when I get it off the scales, I'll give it a good polish, and I reckon it'll come up really good, because long and short of it, I think it was nearly nos really when I got it. And when I say nos, I mean I don't think it had been honed from, you know, because, you know, I've put all the homeware on it basically, and it's less than a mil, or it's about a mil. Yeah, nice razor, feels nice in the hand, it's got a bit of weight to it. I'm back from my holidays. I didn't upload the video for the pre-holiday shave. I didn't upload it, so I'll upload it when I upload this one. There's actually like a, what day is it today? There's like a 9-day gap, but I'll just pretend there's not, and I'll upload them sort of, well, if I don't upload them both at the same time, it'd be pretty rapid. So I had all these plans to do like razor stuff while I was away. Well, yeah, no, didn't do none of that. Didn't do the main thing I wanted to do either, was tie up my Philharmonica. But alas, I'll get doing it. I did hone this razor, and I did sort of nearly hone a couple of razors, but they didn't really pass my test properly, so I'm not even going to bother trying to shave them. I'm going to put them back a few stones and see if I'm getting a bit better. Lovely holiday, New Forest, in a cabin, log cabin, beautiful place. Got to see my beautiful gran. Time with the girls, out every day. Horse farms, aquarium, no, ocearium as they call them. It's crap really, didn't enjoy that. Yeah, a couple of other farms, beach day, and into the woods, New Forest woods. Yeah, it's lovely. See some nice deers. Dog had plenty of walks. Happy chap he was. Takes him a couple of days to bed in a bit, but yeah, I only shaved once while I was away as well. Nice shave though. Philharmonica. I didn't record nothing, just because I was on holiday, and it's even pokier than this bathroom, if you know what I mean. It's tiny. God, I just picked up the razor then as if I was going to shave it. I've got now to shave. I think it's about a week's growth. I think it was Monday I shaved. One of my sort of YouTube buddies is growing a tash. Not sure whether it's in homage to me at all, but he's coming along. He looks pretty snazzy. Not all blokes suit a tash, I must say. Like, there is the odd person I come across and I think, don't really suit you. But Martin, I think it looks nice on you, mate. And the soap I'm using today is Taconic shaving soap. Eucalyptus mint. Been eating too much, drank a little bit too much. Not as much as I normally would on holiday though, so that's pretty good. And yeah, just eating, drinking, staying up too late. One night I stayed up till sort of 3:30 because I went and got a piece of oak out of the wood. You know, as you do. 12 o'clock at night, decide to go and get it. I'm going to make a lovely walking stick out of it. I've been after a piece of oak for a long time and always wait to find a piece of wood that's either a piece of dead standing wood, meaning the tree's dead, or it's really nearly dying because it's getting smothered out like from other trees. This oak tree is probably only about 10-year-old, 12-year-old. I'm yet to count its rings, but it was leaning over a track and it was wanging around. It was, you could tell the roots were like not stable or anything. So I thought, well, it's going to fall down at some point. So I might as well take it for my first oak walking stick. Or club, as I'll call it, probably. And this feels like it's doing nothing, but it's taking off all my ears. So to me that shaves like a wedge. And if you don't know much about Sheffield wedges especially, but nearly any wedge really, if you get them good, they sit nice on the stones and you get a good edge on them. They're very smooth shavers. I've never, well, from memory, I can't ever really remember having a harsh shave from a well done sort of wedge. And that's why when I used to come in and it sat nice on the stones, in my head I was thinking, yeah, I've not got many, I don't think I've got any Thomas Turner. I've sold a few. So I figure, gonna get my treatment, if you know what I mean. And because it's pretty new with a nice grind on it and everything, I figure I might keep it. Collection's getting quite expansive at the moment, and if I'm brutally honest, too expansive. So something's going to have to be done about it. So I had a day yesterday of polishing. Lovely razor that is. I sometimes find I have to be a little bit more accurate with my angle and everything, but there's no harm in that. It's good practice in my book. Yeah, so I polished probably, well, definitely upwards of over 50 razors yesterday. Ones that have been sitting around for a while. And like I mentioned, I bought like a professional sort of slow polisher. And I've nailed all of the what do you call them, sort of pastes, grinding compound, ain't grinding, but you know, polishing compounds. And I've gone with a Swedish make, just because I've got a mate in Sweden of sorts, and I asked him about some of his techniques and that, and obviously he shared because he's a good dude. And so I just copied him really, and then did some tests and everything, and it seems to be working out good, man. I'm getting a nice finish, bit waxy, but that don't matter to me. Soon get that wax off with when it's going through the stones and everything. It's easy to polish off anyway with the other buffer. And I dug out my stub. I've got some stub tails and stuff that I've just had for ages. One of them's got quite damaged bone scales, but it's got this quite intricate sort of like pin work into the bone with some silver rod that is just a fraction of a mil. You don't even go all the way through the scales. So I wanted to try and save him, so I think I might just shorten the other one because it's at the pivot end and it's kind of just lost its little point, if you know what I mean, that sticks past the pivot pin. So what I might do is I might just shorten the next one, the opposite side to it, because other than that they're quite stable. The scales, well, I do like to keep original ones if I can, especially when it's got this intricate pin work. I can't tell whether it's been done after it's been bought or don't know. And I've got a stub tail as well that's got a W on the shank, but the rest of it's sort of been ground off, and it makes me think it might be a Wade before they went to Wade and Butcher, but I can't be sure. I might get on the forums and have a little look around and bit of an ask and such. Not that it matters, it's a really old razor, it's a proper stub tail. I've got another stub tail in this week. That barely looks like it's ever touched a stone. And I think it might say real reed on it, like in a bit of a crisscross thing. And on the other side it says London made. So what some people don't realise is a lot of razors, when they were like still in the let's get it right, stub tail phase, meaning the year, a lot of them were made in London. And a lot of them were made for rather posh dudes. I thought I did a little tiny nick. Had some real nice feedback again this week from a razor I sold a gentleman that's not really shaved with a straight before. He had a shavette and stuff. You know, some people go into straight razors via the shavette route, which is very valid, and you know, at the very least, I never did it like, because personally I kind of almost don't get it in a way, but I'm not knocking at all, because if it gets you two straight razor shaving, that's brilliant in my book. But I always just read anyway that they were a bit harsh and a bit, skippy and just not the greatest shave. Like the DE razors are better shavers. So yeah, he bought a Class Torn Bloom off of me. Real nice box and everything that one had. Lovely edge on it. And yeah, he shaved it the other day and he had a really good experience. Like a couple of little tiny nicks, but he said no more than when he uses a new razor, whether it be a DE or a Shavette blade or whatever. But yeah, he had a really good experience, like positive experience, and I think we've now got him going on his straight razor journey, which is pretty cool, man, because that's what it's all about. That's why I started doing these like videos and everything, really, just to try and get the odd person shaving. And well, lo and behold, man, I've got loads of people shaving with straights now. I don't know how many it'd be, but it's well over. It's got to be more than 20 now. I've sold the first straight to, which is cool, man. I like it. That's what it's all about. That's what I said. So this is the old Thomas Turner. It's they're not. I wouldn't say Thomas Turner razors are rare, but they are one of the lesser kind of known Sheffield makers. I believe, my opinion. And they made some really good ones, man. You can find out the history online. Going for a long time. Old factory, like real good steel. Always like. I don't know how many I've had come through me Thomas Turners, but every one I've had's definitely stood out. That's why when this one come in, I was like, oh, cool. And I think I might have bought, almost by mistake, another, what they called, Gallimiro Hope 14 pattern razor. I'm near sure it is, but I can't even see one side of it, so I've got to wait and see. Just a surprise package, we'll put it that way. I didn't get it cheap, so I might have, because I've already got one as my keeper, you see, that I'm actually going to put through my polishing machine now, because now I've got it. I want to get some marks out of it. One of my 17 razors as well, my carbon one, that's got some scratch marks on it and stuff that I've been dying to get out. And even one of my Japanese razors, actually the one I shaved with before holiday. But you'll see, if you see it. Yeah. Anyway, happy days. Back off holiday, back to the grind in a few days. I hope you've been well enough. Toodaloo. See you later.